this presentation is to our match officials, who we ask to come forward to collect their medals. From ICC Chairman, Mr. J.O.J, please welcome match referee, J.O.J Srinath. On-field umpires, Richard Illingworth and Chris Gaffney. Our third umpire, Richard Kettleborough. And fourth umpire, Nitin Menon. We come to our runners up and now invite the side to the stage to collect their runners-up medals from ECB Chair Richard Thompson. Please, your appreciation for Alex Carey, Brendan Doggett, Cameron Green, Travis Head, Usman Khawaja, Manus Labuschagne, Nathan Lyon, Steve Smith, Mitchell Stark, Bo Webster, Scott Boland, Josh Inglis, Sam Constas, Matt Kuhneman, and finally to receive his medal and then for a few words, Captain Pat Cummins.
Thanks for joining us. As with every Australian team, and your Australian team in particular, you kept going right till the end there, didn't you?
Yeah, things have changed pretty quickly, but yeah, unfortunately, there's a bridge too far.
Where do you think that game was drifting away from you? What did you think you didn't do quite right earlier in the game?
I think there's always a few things. Having a pretty decent first innings lead, I think that's where you kind of want to bat the opposition out of the game. Didn't quite do that. Maybe we've had another session as well. The conditions kind of help us a little bit more, but they were fantastic. That fourth innings wasn't a lot in the wicket, but they didn't really give us a chance.
Was it the conditions? You were reduced to 70 for 7 in that second innings. Was it the conditions, or are there concerns over that top 7?
Oh, I think a bit of both. Again, it's been a wonderful 2 years. The guys have performed really well to get us here. Didn't come together this game. No doubt for the first 2 games, the bowls were fantastic and always looked like the ball was darting around. So maybe a little bit of both.
Double-edged sword. When you saw Hazelwood and Stark batting the way they were, you must have realised it was going to be hard a second time round.
Yeah, that's right. You're always kind of clapping each run, but knowing, it's looking like the wicket was starting to flatten out. But again, it can change quickly over here in England, but unfortunately didn't really do that for us.
Could you have done anything different in that run chase, or were they just too good?
I think we gave just about everything a chance. I thought Lino bowled particularly well. He looked threatening, just didn't quite get a wicket. But Aiden was fantastic, and Temba, that partnership didn't really give us a chance.
A word on South Africa, they kept coming at you, they didn't let up at all.
Yeah, that's right. They showed why they're in this final and deserved champions. They all facets really, in all 4 days they just kept themselves in the game. When they got a sniff, they took a few wickets and they were fantastic. So congratulations to Temba, the staff, and all the players.
A word on this format and this sort of final. You've been on both sides of it, winning at the Oval, losing here at Lord's. How much do you enjoy it? And should we continue with this format?
Preferred at the Oval last time. No, I think it's fantastic. It's it's the pinnacle. I love Test cricket. It's something you build towards for 2 years. So it's a huge achievement to make the final. And then a one-game shootout. I think it's a fantastic kind of spectacle. The crowd's been amazing. So unfortunately, didn't go out our way this week, but it's a great week.
and it all starts again in the Caribbean soon. Safe travels. Well done in the 2 years again.
Thanks. Cheers, Nas.
And now, can I invite the winners, South Africa, to come up to the stage to receive their medals from ICC Director Dr. Mohamed Musaji, starting with David Bedingham. Aidan Markram. Keshav Maharaj. Vian Mulder. Marco Janssen. Lungi Ngidi. Kahiso Rabada. Ryan Rickleton. Kyle Verena. Tristan Stubbs. Corbin Bosch. Senaran Mutasami. Dane Patterson. Tony Dozorzi. And finally, Captain Temba Bavuma.
The biggest cheer of the day when your name was called up there. An unbelievable atmosphere, an unbelievable week. Sum up your emotions if you can.
Yeah, I think it's been a special couple of days. At some point it felt like we were back in South Africa with all the support in the stands. We've prepared hard for this, we've worked hard for this moment, and we came here with a lot of belief, I think also with a lot of doubters, and we're happy that we were able to play well enough to get that type of result. Special moment for us as a team, special moment for the people back home. Probably will really sink in a couple of days, but yeah, it's been special.
It's been well documented, the 27 years of heartache in ICC senior events. Have you felt that as a team? You could sense it around the crowd. They were willing you over the line today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the energy was there. I think obviously us as a team, we've been wanting this. We've been kind of knocking at the door, being relentless, getting ourselves into positions where we can be in finals. We've gone through the heartache, we've gone through the disappointment, seen it with past players who've come before us, and the sun is on us at the moment, and that responsibility, we've been carrying it, and hopefully this is one of many.
You're unbeaten as captain. You are unbeaten as captain personally, but also in that team you have some serious players. Let's pick out two. One with the ball, KG Rabada. Before the game you said he would deliver. He certainly did again.
Yeah, KG is a massive player. A couple of days ago I went to the ICC Hall of Fame inductees. I think, in a couple of years KG will be one of those guys. Look, he came into the game, there was controversy behind him. He was motivated to do what he needed to do, and like a champion, he came and did what he did.
And Aidan Markram, that run chase, coming in on a pair, in pressure, in a final at Lords. How good was he?
Unbelievable. I think, a couple of months ago, people were asking why Aidan is within the team. I think stats, yes, are important, but character is something that we look at. And a guy like Aiden, he carries all those traits. We knew second innings we were going to have to come out and play, and he led it like in true Aiden fashion. So again, another massive player for us. Character has been a big thing for us as a team, and those two guys are the ones who carry that.
You feel the significance of this moment and this win for South Africa, not only as a nation, but as a cricket team where Test cricket is under pressure. Weeks like this are important.
Yeah, definitely. I think, us as a team, we got ourselves into the final. There were doubters as to the route that we took, supposedly playing wicket teams. We're happy that we were able to perform like this, and hopefully that kind of squashes that. And I think for us as a country, here's an opportunity for us to, as divided as we are at times, to forget all of that, rejoice in this moment and just be one. I'm sure the people back home will be celebrating it with us, and you can trust that we'll be celebrating it massively as well.
Temba, you've waited long enough, your team's waited long enough, your nation has waited long enough. Go and get that, Mace.
Thank you, Nelson.
Congratulations to the winners of the ICC World Test Championship Final 2025, South Africa!
Wow, really, the emotion in Temba Bavuma's voice, the emotion in this crowd. Polly, they qualified top, they made Lords their home, they took the home dressing room, and now they've celebrated as if it has been their home. And he mentioned that, he said, we've felt like we've been playing at home these last 2 or 3 days, and that is much down to the support levels in the crowd. And one would hope, I hope, and they just take it on a little tour of their new home.
Yeah, it would be nice. There's been a really good South African support throughout this test match. And it was a goosebump moment when Temba Bavuma was given that mace. A lot of credit as well needs to go to the support staff and the other players who played a part as they went through. Shukri Conrad has got the mace in his hand. He can lift it above his head. There'll be a special song that they've got for him. I know they'll enjoy having their fans meetings with regards to the celebrations. But what a massive moment for him. He has been a wonderful servant of South African cricket, going through all the different age groups. The man of the moment, the man who performed brilliantly in that second innings, takes the applause as well. And each and every player in that squad will now take his moment, maybe just to get a picture taken and let the celebrations continue.
Well, it's travelled some miles, that mace, and now it's going to travel down to South Africa and be proudly held for 2 years at least, and they will defend it for all their worth, we know that. But for this special group of fans, that really are symptomatic of generations of fans who have come in hope and left disappointed. What an afternoon.
Yeah, similar to what you have in New Zealand, we are so passionate about our sport. It's whether we absolutely love it, get behind our teams. The rugby has led the way. They have given us so many happy moments, so many moments to cherish as sports team fans, and great for the South Africans. They played wonderful cricket, but at the big moments haven't really been able to get over the line and give the fans that ultimate prize to celebrate. But this time around, they've got it right. Came in as underdogs, produced the goods, and they are thoroughly enjoying this celebration.
And it'll continue. That will continue. They have a test match not too far away, but will they get a chance to go home and ticker tape parade somewhere and share this with the nation as a group?
I'm sure they will. I'm sure there'll be something organised. We haven't got the opportunity. We don't have many test matches scheduled in the next 18 months back in South Africa, but that might change. It might do a bit of a rejig, because it would be wonderful for them to be able to show off this mace. And also, there's a new buzz around Test cricket in South Africa, which is fantastic for the game. They're getting the champagne ready. They're waiting for the moment. Bavuma in his own sort of celebration. I think the corks are almost ready to be popped. And there they are, champagne in the air, the celebrations of a successful Test Championship team.
Fantastic, absolutely brilliant shots of a brilliant celebration or a brilliant performance in the end. Party is just beginning, one senses.
We'll start early, and it's a Saturday back home, Smithy. As I say, there'll be a lot of people participating in sport, watching their kids, and I think the Blue Bulls are playing a bit later from a rugby perspective, but the celebrations of this cricket team will go on from now until tomorrow, maybe right through Father's Day as well. People taking the applause. Dane Patterson, what a wonderful impact he had in this Test series. Very unlucky to miss out. You think even of people who aren't in the squad, someone like a Dean Elgar, he got a big 100 to help them tie the series against India. He actually captained them in that match. Temba Bavuma was missing. And when you look back at the points that were gathered, it allowed them to get into this final. There's been many other contributions. Tony de Zorzi's played his part. Andre Berger. Trying to think of some of the other guys, but everyone deserves to be celebrated at this moment in time.
Take it around the ground, go on, give it a lap. Give it a lap. There are thousands of South African fans still there. That's it, yeah. Let's take it round the ground. Take it to the people who have been so patient. That would be special. It's 2019 when England on their home patch right here celebrated a famous World Cup victory. I'll be perfectly honest with you, this emotion of South Africa here and the crowd that have stayed, it mirrors that. It's an amazing feeling. The margin 5 wickets on the back of Bavuma winning the toss and bowling first. Dismissed Australia, seems like forever ago on the first day. Just 212, it was on the back of Webster and Smith making good contributions, but Rabada up on the honours board with 5 for 51. South Africa made heavy weather of trying to knock off that 212. They batted 57.1 overs. It was almost painful at times to watch them try and go forward. 138. And that was on the back of Bettingham and Bavuma, the major contributors. Pat Cummins, 6 for 28. Inspirational spell from the members' end. And then Australia, as Pat Cummins said, coming out to try to add to a handy lead of 74 runs. Got themselves into a hole early on in the piece and couldn't capitalise. Mitchell Stark's 58 not out yesterday morning. Will we ever forget how important that was to building such a big, phenomenal lead in the context of the game? Who thought you could go over and knock 282 off against the best bowling attack in world cricket in the last decade or so? But they did it. They did it on the back of Aiden Markram. A brilliant match performance. 136, a standout above Rabada. 9 wickets in the match. It was a close call, but Markram got the nod. Bavuma, heroic in his support as well. And now they get to enjoy it with fans, with family as well. Those people that matter to them the most, who have travelled miles and miles over the years in the hope that they may well at some point get this particular moment. They will share it. They will share it long into the afternoon and long into the evening and long into the future. New Zealand tasted it back in 2021. Australia 2023, but they could not defend because South Africa were just too good this time around. And 2025, they get the mace and they get the glory that comes with it. It's been a 2-year test cycle of wonderful cricket and a result which has justified it completely. Sean Pollock makes his way across the ground. He's been working with us upstairs. He called the magical moment, and he will get to embrace, as Graham Smith, A.B. de Villiers, some of the greats of South African cricket. Barry Richards has been there watching and witnessing this special moment. He loves his test cricket, does Barry, and he can join in that along with some of those South African players that go so far back in time and have been so patient for a result like this. How cool. How absolutely cool this is. There'll be some memorabilia floating around the scene after this, I can promise you. Phone calls from around the world. It won't stop for a long, long time. Timba Babuma. Holding perhaps the two most precious things in his life at the moment. Hayden Markram. Will he ever come back down to ground level? It'll take a while. South Africa's flag flies above the home dressing room here at Lord's, and a gust of wind appropriately just to show it so proudly. They have made it home, came to London and said we'll take the home dressing room in the absolute hope that we will take the ultimate prize, and they have done exactly that. We thank you very much for watching from around the world. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage. We hope you've enjoyed the pictures. This has been the ultimate test match, and South Africa the ultimate winners. And from London, we wish you goodbye.
Australia, defending champions.
The World Test Championship final. It's a pinnacle of Test cricket now.
South Africa.
The challengers. We believe 100%.
We are at the home of cricket, Lord's Cricket Ground.
The World Test Championship final, the ultimate test.
South Africa and Australia.
Rabada, 2 in the over. South Africa are on fire.
Smith does as what Smith does here at Lord's. Rabada, he has been the man for South Africa today. He goes on the honours board.
I'm just happy that I could do a job out there. It means a lot to get past Alan Donald. What a legend.
What an excellent day's cricket that has been. And the bowlers have really delivered.
Outstanding from Australia.
Brilliant from Cummins, game-changing.
And a 5-4 for Pat Cummins.
Really happy for any fast bowler. 300 is a big number.
You have to make this new ball count.
Brilliant from Rabada.
And Geedy is doing it all from the nursery end.
Rabada has 9 in the match. That was a mighty useful partnership between Stark and Hazelwood with the bat. They will have something to say with the ball.
Mitchell Stark, he has done it again.
Typical Markram.
It was really pleasing on the arm.
Great courage from their little skipper here. Look at him go.
South Africans in the crowd getting buoyant.
The magical Markram 100. And all of Lord's stand for one of the absolute clutch hundreds. They've got an early one. Who else? Pat Cummins.
Could that be the door?
South Africa understands the importance of every single run.
The ultimate test, the ultimate result for the Proteas, and they are the ICC Test champions.